Have you ever wondered what journey your food undertakes once it disappears past your lips? Well, let's dive right in and explore the amazing process of ingestion, the first step of food processing in our bodies. Imagine you're about to dig into your favorite meal. The moment you take the first bite, your body jumps into action, initiating an intricate sequence of events. The first line of business? Chewing. Also known as mastication, this is where food is broken down mechanically. Your teeth do an excellent job grinding and crushing the food into smaller, more manageable pieces. But the process doesn't stop there. As you're chewing, your salivary glands are hard at work. They produce a crucial substance in this process, saliva. Now, saliva isn't just there to keep your mouth from going dry, it plays a significant role in the digestion process. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase. This might sound overly scientific, but it's pretty straightforward. You see, our food, especially carbohydrates, is made up of complex structures. These structures are too large for our bodies to absorb directly. That's where salivary amylase comes in. This enzyme begins the process of breaking down these complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars. In essence, salivary amylase kickstarts the digestive process right in your mouth, even before the food reaches your stomach. It's like having a little prep team getting everything ready for the main event. While all this is happening, your tongue is helping mix the food with saliva, forming a soft mass called a bolus, and marking the end of the ingestion stage. Pretty amazing, isn't it? All these processes are happening simultaneously, every time you take a bite without you even noticing. The complexity and efficiency of our bodies are truly astounding. So, the moment you take a bite, your food embarks on an incredible journey of transformation. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this fascinating journey in the next scene. After the initial breakdown, where does your food go next? Well, the journey continues down a long muscular tube known as the esophagus. This tube, which is about 9 inches long, acts as a pathway, guiding the food from your throat directly into your stomach. It's a fascinating process, really, all orchestrated by a wave-like muscle movement called peristalsis. Now let's delve into the real powerhouse of digestion, the stomach. Picture this, your stomach, a muscular sac, churning and mixing the food you've eaten with potent gastric juices. These juices are no ordinary liquids. They contain hydrochloric acid and enzymes, the key players in digestion. One such enzyme is pepsin, a protein-digesting enzyme that kicks into action as soon as food enters the stomach. It's a powerful little molecule, breaking down complex proteins into simpler components called peptides. And it does so under the watchful guidance of the stomach's hydrochloric acid. Now, you might be wondering why our stomach, a vital organ, is filled with hydrochloric acid, a substance that can dissolve metals. The answer lies in its remarkably low pH level, usually around 1 to 2. This acidic environment is perfect for pepsin to function. It also helps break down food further, especially proteins, and protects us from harmful bacteria that might have hitched a ride with the food. So, as your stomach churns and mixes, the food is transformed into a semi-fluid mass called chyme. It's not the most appealing image, I know, but this soupy mixture is a crucial stage in digestion. It ensures that nutrients are ready to be absorbed when they reach the small intestine, the next stop on their journey. Consider this. Every time you enjoy a hearty meal, your food undergoes this transformative journey. From solid bites, it changes into a soupy mixture, all thanks to the powerful chemistry happening inside your stomach. And all these processes work together, breaking down your food into smaller, absorbable pieces, bringing it one step closer to providing your body with essential nutrients. From a hearty meal to a soupy mixture, your food is one step closer to providing your body with essential nutrients. Amazing, isn't it? After the stomach, where does the journey of your food continue? You may be surprised to learn that the next station on this grand digestive adventure is the small intestine. Now, the term small might be a bit misleading because, in fact, it's the longest part of our digestive tract, stretching for about 20 feet. The stomach has done its job of breaking down the food into a semi-liquid mass known as chyme. This chyme, brimming with potential nutrients, is now ready for the next stage, absorption. The small intestine is the star of this show, as it's here that most of the nutrient absorption occurs. Now you might wonder, how can such a long organ fit inside our body? The secret lies in its design. The inner wall of the small intestine is not flat, but lined with millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. These villi dramatically increase the surface area for absorption, turning the small intestine into a highly efficient nutrient extractor. The small intestine is like a bustling marketplace with various nutrients eagerly waiting to be absorbed into the bloodstream. Simple sugars derived from carbohydrates are absorbed directly. Amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, are also quickly snapped up. Fats, on the other hand, go through a slightly more complex process. They're first broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, then reformed into special packages that can be carried in the bloodstream. The small intestine does not work alone in this nutrient-absorbing task. The liver, gallbladder, and pancreas lend a helping hand by producing bile and enzymes that aid in the digestion and absorption of these nutrients. So as you can see, the small intestine plays a vital role in our body's ability to transform the food we eat into the energy we need. It's a complex but beautifully orchestrated process that occurs behind the scenes every time we enjoy a meal. From here, your food, now transformed into nutrients, is ready to be distributed throughout your body. So next time you sit down to eat, spare a thought for your hard-working small intestine, the unsung hero of your digestive system. What happens to the parts of your food that aren't absorbed in the small intestine? Well, this is where the large intestine, also known as the colon, steps in. It's this 3 to 4 foot long muscular tube that forms the last part of the digestive tract. Before we dive into its functions, let's break down its structure. The colon is divided into 4 parts: the ascending colon, the transverse colon, the descending colon, and the sigmoid colon, each playing a crucial role in the final stages of digestion. Now, the primary role of the large intestine is to absorb water and electrolytes from the remaining indigestible food matter. Think of it as the body's recycling center. After the small intestine has taken all the nutrients it can, the large intestine extracts every last bit of usable material. This includes water, electrolytes like sodium and chloride, and even some vitamins produced by gut bacteria. But the large intestine doesn't just absorb, it also compacts. The leftover material, now mostly water, dietary fiber, and dead cells shed from the lining of the gut, is compacted into a semi-solid state. This process is aided by the rhythmic contractions of the colon, a process known as peristalsis. These contractions push the material along the length of the colon, allowing more and more water to be absorbed along the way. In addition to absorption and compaction, the colon also serves as a storage facility. The compacted material, now known as feces, is stored in the rectum, the final section of the large intestine, until it's time for it to leave the body. This is where bacteria come into play, aiding in the breakdown of remaining material and contributing to the characteristic color and odor of feces. In this grand scheme of digestion, the large intestine plays an essential role in maintaining the body's fluid and electrolyte balance and ensuring that waste products are properly formed and excreted. It's a testament to the body's incredible efficiency, making sure that even in the final stages of digestion, nothing goes to waste. Even in the final stages, your body is efficiently extracting everything it can from your food. So, what happens to the parts of your food that your body can't use? It's a question many of us don't often think about, but it's an essential part of the digestive process. After all, our bodies are not trash compactors. We need to get rid of what we can't use. This is where the process of excretion comes into play. As we've seen, our bodies are masters at extracting the nutrients we need from the food we eat. But there's always some material left over, stuff that our bodies can't digest or use. These indigestible parts, along with waste products from the body's metabolic processes, become what we commonly know as feces. Think of it like a factory assembly line. The food we eat is the raw material, and our bodies are the workers, sorting out what's useful from what's not. Once we've gotten all we can from the food, the leftovers are sent down the line to the last station, the large intestine or colon. Here, water and any remaining salts are absorbed back into the body. What's left is a semi-solid waste, which is stored in the rectum, the final section of the large intestine. This waste builds up until your body decides it's time to let it go, a decision that's often influenced by how much you've eaten and how much waste you're already carrying. And so, we come to the last stop on this journey, the anus. The muscles of the rectum and anus work together to expel the waste from your body. This is the process of defecation, the final act of excretion. It may not be the most glamorous part of the digestive process, but it's undoubtedly essential. Without it, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So, the next time you're sitting on the porcelain throne, take a moment to appreciate the incredible job your body does every day. From ingestion to excretion, your body works tirelessly to extract every bit of nourishment from your food. Can we consolidate this incredible journey in a few lines? Let's give it a try. The process begins with ingestion, where food enters our system. Then, in the stomach, the food is broken down by acids and enzymes. The small intestine absorbs nutrients and passes them into the bloodstream. The large intestine absorbs water, leaving waste material ready for excretion. And that, my friends, is the remarkable journey of food through your body. A process that keeps you energized and healthy every single day.